Hey, hello, hope you're all okay. Here's some poems by myself today for all you people that like to watch us from the Old Forge Wartime House page. And today's poems are all dedicated to the boys of the RAF during World War II, and I hope that you like them. It was so warm and sunny, not a cloud was in the sky, whilst all around was quiet, except Spitfires at Angels High. You could hear the engines rumble as vapour trails they left behind. Each one of these braced pilots, not too sure if today they die. Swooping down on bombers, they let their bullets fly, and I just stood and watched them having dogfights in the sky. These bombers, they had an escort who were following close behind. Their job to stop our brave boys from killing those from the Rhine. Each was flown by young men, wishing to live another day. Duty to King and England, or from Adolf they wouldn't stray. I'd watched this scene so many times, and I'd seen so many die. But today we were victorious, thanks to Spitfires at Angels High. And that one really sort of sums up the Spitfires, a little bit about the Spitfires. Of course, we had the Hurricane and various other aircraft as well. But that's that one. And this one is, again, another Battle of Britain poem. It was the summer of 1940, and the sun was high in the sky, and the boys were sat at dispersal, awaiting the shout to fly. Hurricanes were fueled and ready, and Spitfires were armed to go. The boys in blue sat silent, by aircraft lined up in a row. The bell rang loud and clearly, and they raced to their chosen steed, to take to the skies over Britain, defenders in our hour of need. The merlins roared out loudly, as along the grass they tore, leaping up to the heavens like many times before. They climbed to Angels 20, and bullets started to fly. Each gave it all that summer, without his asking the reason why. So many never returned home, gone with the damp morning dew. But now we pay our respects to those we know as the few. Brave men, boys really, of 1940 Battle of Britain pilots. The numbers now are a handful. And here's another one. The summer was all but over, yet the war was raging on, as the boys laid down for a rest, for the day light now was gone. In their bunks some slumbered, others lay wide awake, wondering if tomorrow again once more to home they'd make. The sun rose in the morning, and the grass was damp with dew, whilst from their bunks to dispersal came those we know as the few. The sky was blue and cloudless. On that day the bell did not ring. The Battle of Britain was over. What would the future bring? Look up towards the heavens, way up in the sky, and offer a thanks for all of those who flew at Angels High. Something really that we do every year on Battle of Britain Day, remember the few. This year, of course, it's the 80th anniversary of the Battle of Britain. 5 years ago, on the 75th anniversary of the Battle of Britain, the largest amount of Hurricanes and Spitfires assembled since the war took to the skies down in Goodwood, and they came from all over the world. And I wrote this poem at the time, and it's dedicated to the men, but also to those aircraft. With the rising of the sun, we shall take to the sky, and with the few, we shall be remembered. We shall Spitfire and a hurricane shall follow in our wake. Together we shall soar where no bird has flown, through the splits of golden light that cut through the morning clouds, and into the vastness of bright blue space that is free and empty. We shall dance as if we are carried freely by angels, forever turning and spinning, leaving a trail of white vapour behind us. And then, as if by magic, we shall disappear from view, to a place where only God can see us, where we shall be playing upon the winds above the clouds, where we and the few once flew together, before returning to our earthly shackles once more, till such time as we are again called upon to spit fire and make hurricanes. And that ends my poems for today. I shall be giving you some more poems over the coming few days. Poems of remembrance, poems of the bravery endured upon the home front, on the seas and on the land by our armed forces. All it does now for me is to say thank you very much, and we hope that you stay safe until we meet again. Thank you. Goodbye.